Good morning, everybody. So this is going to be what I call a ratchet recap because, I don't have all of the fancy stuff, nor do I feel like doing any of that stuff. So this is what season 7, episode 9, right? And I think the title of the episode was "Things Fall Apart." 90 Day Fiance been working my nerve this season. Like I have followed this show from the beginning, and I was like, you know what? I just gotta speak my piece. So I'm on Beyonce's internet. Yes, Beyonce's internet. And we're gonna do like a ratchet recap, okay? Because we ratchet over here. So first up, let's talk about Brian and Ingrid, right? So Brian forced, oh, he's a nasty man. I don't like you, sir. He forced Ingrid to like invite her parents to lunch, right? So her dad didn't even come. Her pappy ain't even come. And her mammy was like cold blooded towards Brian, right? And I don't blame her, because he just got a certain aura around him that's like creepy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway, so the daddy didn't come, and you know what? If my man and my dad was the same age, my dad wouldn't come to dinner or lunch either. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so the mom comes to the house. She was super duper sweet. She looked so nice, right? She gives her daughter a hug. She gives her grandbaby a hug, and then here come Brian, old creepy ass, trying to force his hugs onto her, and she was like, mm-mm. Then he gave her a purse, a ugly purse, right? Like so, immediately you're trying to buy mom, and mom was not going. She took it, and but she was like, ugh, whatever. And the dad sells rice apparently. So I was just thinking in my head, side note, please don't drag me in the comment section. But if my husband sold rice, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be letting him take no days off to meet some weirdo American with a camera crew who forces himself on my daughter every chance he gets. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Ingrid cooks. They ate the lunch out on the patio or whatever. Baby, mama was not going. Mama was in the kitchen cleaning shit that didn't need to be clean, scrolling on Beyonce's internet. They was like, are you gonna join us? She was like, hell no. Now that's not what she said, but I imagined that that's exactly what she was thinking in her head. My God, today I believe that she was thinking in her head, like, get the F out of here, right? So after dinner, he tried to hug her again. Okay, and wait, before he tried to hug her. So he was in there just telling all Ingrid business. And like this is why it's very important to set boundaries, right? Because he's in there telling Ingrid's mom, yeah, she's gonna come to Chicago and see me. And the look on Ingrid's mom's face was like, baby, no, she not. And the look on Ingrid's face was like, you talk too much and you never shut up. Now, apparently, in her country, like her parents are still making decisions for her and kind of dictating what she does. And Ingrid's mom flat out said, listen, if her dad knew about this, she wouldn't even be going. I was like, well, damn. So then it was time for Ingrid's mom to leave, and he forced a hug, and it was the most awkward hug. And then they go to the confessionals or whatever the hell you call those things, right? And why does he always think that people are discriminating against him because he's in a chair? Sir, it's not that you're in a chair, it's just you're fucking creepy. All around, you're a creep. Let's move along because, child, like, nobody dislikes you because you're in a wheelchair, and never mind that you're in a wheelchair because of your own decisions and your own doing, but you always think somebody is discriminating against you. And ain't nobody discriminating against you because of your chair. You just creepy as fuck. Let's move on to Tiger Lily and Adnan, or however the hell you say his name. First of all, Tiger Lily and her vocal fry gets on my last nerve. Now, this woman divorced a damn near billionaire because he was controlling, just to marry a man half her age who was just as controlling. Like, what? Okay, so they're going to the Jordan to go meet up to have babies, right? And apparently he had a panic attack because he seen the chiropractic videos on Beyonce's internet. And baby, when I say that the hairstylist hit the nail on the head by saying that he is very manipulative, because we ain't heard nothing else about their hospital visits or stay since that shit happened. I'm just trying to figure out, what did she see in this young man? Like, what was her thought process by going to a foreign country and having, you know, a wedding 2 hours after she lands, well, get married 2 hours after she lands. Was it just so they could smash? I just have a feeling that he been smashing, baby. Anyway, he's mad. Oh, and shout out to the best friend, cause baby, the best friend, the girl, she got a whole bag of brand new clothes. Shout out to her. Okay. So she gets on the plane to go to the Jordan, and while she's on the flight, she see him thirst trapping on the Instagramular, and she's upset, and I'm like, girl, why are you going through this with him? So he tells her, right? Because when she get there, first of all, how rich is he? Like, how much money do you have to throw bouquets of flowers everywhere? Normally, people scatter like flowers. He would. He went down to the Kroger's and bought all the flowers and just threw the bitches everywhere. And then he put all the little teacup candles everywhere. Child, a fire hazard. If fire hazard was a fire hazard. Anyway, he's trying to be all, let's, get down to the boom bam and wham wham. And she was like, nah, I'm upset about this, right? So he says that he deleted the picture. But then she asked him, if I, like, what would you do if I posted this picture? Yo, this man said he would kill her so nonchalantly. I believe him. I believe him. I don't want y'all to think that I'm racist or anything like that. But over there, especially in his culture, they unalive women for less, right? So then he goes on to tell her that he wants her to pretend to be happy with him. What the hell? Like, if I was a couple months into a brand new marriage and my husband told me to fake being happy with him this early in our relationship, baby, I'd be failing for an annulment with the quickness. I don't even think I want to marry him. So Tiger Lily, girl, be careful, because you don't fuck around and go to an early grave, because he meant what he said when he said he would unalive you. Just so nonchalantly. Oh, my computer gonna die. Let me play that. All right, let me look at my notes. Who we going to? Nels and Matilda, baby. Nels, stop fucking lying all the time. Stop trying to convince us that masking is lying. Some of us are fully aware of people who has autism. I have family members who have autism, and not one of those family members mistake lying as masking. Stop playing with us in our face. He had the nerve. Okay. So they go to do the Nika ceremony. But before they go to do the Nika ceremony, like, he gets ready, and shout out to Matilda. A lot of people were saying that she was using him for I don't know what for, because he ain't got no money. We're not gonna talk about his looks. I just don't understand. And they're like, oh, she wants a green card, but I ain't really heard her say too much about that. She seems like she really loved him for him, right? I'm rooting for them. This is the only couple I'm rooting for, by the way. We're rooting for you. So, first of all, Matilda girl, why the hell did you drown him in all of that cologne? Like, does he not smell good? Does he have a stench? What? Why? Why he needed so much cologne on? So anyway, he goes to the barber to, like, get his hair done or whatever, and he's talking to the barber while he's getting his hair done. And the barber is telling him straight up, like, don't you fucking lie to these people. If you lie to them, like, you better mean what you say and say what you mean, because if you don't, they'll fuck around and put a root on you. I think he used the word curse, but where I'm from, we call it a root. And honey, he is nervous because he's like, child, I'm not trying to leave this country with a root on me. So Matilda is like talking him through everything, right? They're in the car and they're on their way to go see her family. And do you know that he really tried to tell her, well, why don't I just tell your mom that basically he was telling her, let's lie to your mama. And she was like, no, I'm not about to. Like, why you keep wanting her to carry this lie of yours? Like now, when you love somebody, you don't put them in positions like that. So I'm not sure if this is love or what this is on Now's behalf. I'm not questioning the love that Matilda has for Now's. I'm questioning the love that Now's allegedly has for Matilda. Because why do you keep wanting to revert back to lying? Like in my head, I'm like, dang, does his family enable this type of behavior? I'm just wondering. What do y'all think? Anyway, um, the family does agree. The family does agree to do the knocking ceremony now. And, I think they told him, like, nah, you can't, like, they gave him a 2 month window because he was just trying to do everything except for marry her. And they put a date on it. He ain't trying to put no date on it, even though it was already a date that was put on it. They put a date on it now. They did agree to it, but in the previews, it looked like the elder said, "No, hell no, to the no, no, no." So I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but I'm looking forward to that. So let's move along to Vanya and Bojo. Oh, girl, that man don't like you. Vanya, girl. He's a Dusty. You can't tell a Dusty when you see a Dusty. Girl, he's a Dusty. First of all, I'm still mad that he gave her ass a funeral flower out of the motherfucking trash can. The disrespect. The disrespect. Right? Okay. And then when they was like cooking, he was like, we're just friends. And she was like, no, we're not. I'm talking about she corrected this shit really quick. Anyway, he didn't spend the night with her. She did want him to spend the night. But in the next scene or whatever, he was basically telling her like, um, we're just friends. Like he told her he didn't have a physical attraction to her. And she was like, but damn, you've been telling me that you love me for like 6 months. But girl, didn't he also leave you for his ex? Ew. I would have never responded to him after a man would have did that to me. So you already know that this man don't want you. You are second best, girl, and don't ever be no man's second best. It's too many men's out here, good men out here who gonna treat you good, who gonna treat you right. So she just looked devastated, right? At that point, because she was like, I took 3 weeks off from her 50. She took 3 weeks off from her 50-11 jobs for you to friend zone her. She was trying to come and get them cheeks clapped. So then he proceeded to give her such false hope because he was telling her that, well, she asked about what his family thought about her. Now, what I found funny is that he didn't tell her that he didn't tell his mama about her until the day before she was coming. So he was like, yeah, my mom already wants us to be married and blah, 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 blah. So that's giving her false hope because she's hanging on to that by a thread, baby. Vanya girl, he don't want you. Vanya girl, he don't like you. Go home. You missing all that good money. Well, I know you getting paid some good money, but girl, he friend zoned you. He disrespected you. Why? Let's move along to Faith and Lauren, dusty dick ass. Ugh, y'all know I cannot stand Lauren. If a user had a name, it would be Lauren. He's a nasty ninja. Ugh. Anyway, they're going home to see her family or whatever. And first of all, Faith girl, we are rooting for you. We don't like you, Lauren. But Faith girl, we are rooting for you. She told us her life story about how her mom had some twins, and when the twins was two, the daddy died, and her two siblings had to go work, and she was 13. Listen, if I was 13 having to take care of my family, baby, I would be crazy. We are so proud of you. And you out here with dusty dick ass Lauren. Girl. And she's so pretty, by the way. Like, I just want to say, I know you were born as Rodney, but I respect you as Faith. You are beautiful, honey. You don't need him, and he don't deserve a beautiful soul like you, sis. Anyway, he is still trying to sell her a fucking dream. Now, apparently, it's only cost 2,000 US dollars to like build a house where her mom is at over there in the Philippines. And child, listen, I ain't gonna disclose what I do for work, but I was like, oh my God, that's a 2 week paycheck for me. Like, Lauren, you are dusty. You could have made them $2,000 before you took your leaky peen over there to her. So he over there trying to like sell her a dream. Like, dude, like, would you like that if we were together and we were to be partners and we take care of your family? Lauren, we know you got two children over here that you owe back child support for. Take care of them motherfuckers. That's your family. What is you talking about? Oh, you just dusty. Then they in the car and Lauren and Lauren tells Faith that he's about